Welcome to the second Rural Energy Day that's organized by FREE, the Future of Rural Energy in Europe. Last year, together with some like-minded organizations, we launched the FREE initiative to make sure that the specific energy needs of rural homes and businesses were taken into account. Since then, our interventions have had some success. We have responded to a number of consultations with specific suggestions, and we have seen the Parliament recommend specific mention of rural energy and rural communities in its report on energy efficiencies. We have also seen the extension to the Smart City initiative change to Smart Cities and Communities, which we are assured includes rural communities.
I would very much like to congratulate FREE for pointing the finger at the big issue of rural energy, which is a separate, special issue when we talk about energy policy in general. And not only pointing the finger, but really coming with practical advice and seeking solutions. And that is very, very healthy today.
And I'm pleased to be here this afternoon presenting the results of this study commissioned by the FREE initiative. So the first conclusion. Specific policies aimed at rural areas, at energy use in rural areas, could bring environmental benefits and contribute to greenhouse gas emission reductions. So, second conclusion. There is good reason to give additional attention to energy use in poorer regions, including rural ones. The third general conclusion from this study is that more focus on energy in agriculture can bring savings.
Not only in city, but also in rural areas, we need a sustainable energy policy. We need alternative energy to give a successful answer to the challenges of the future. Your study shows very clearly, and I think the general debate confirms this, that the EU will not be successful in the fight against climate change if the appropriate energy mix and a sustainable development pattern is not also found for the rural areas.
We want to foster and want to underline the importance of your work, and I think there is a lot of room for growth. Not just a question of which energy source do you use, but it's also how do you combine it in the specific situation, in the specific needs.
If we accept that 20% of the energy will be renewable, by definition 80% of it will not be. One of the things I think we need to think about a little bit more is, do we care what the rest of that 80% looks like? I suggest that we should do, because there's a huge difference between the lowest polluting conventional fuels and the highest.
You've gained a clearer picture about energy use in rural regions in Europe. There's now a stronger evidence base on which to build policy, to bring environmental and economic gains, and an understanding of the differences between countries. This comes at a very good time because of the discussions over the 2014 budget, which gives real opportunity to make some changes. And it's now over to you as policymakers and policy influencers to actually bring about those changes.